Hey, boys and girls, welcome to Thursday. Hey, today we're going to go ahead and we're going to start on lesson 5, relating inches, feet, and yards. And this is going to pull in what I kind of ended with yesterday when you have to compare and say, oh, I have something that's 2 feet. Well, how many inches is that? It's 24 inches. And so you're kind of putting those relationships together. Tomorrow, I'm going to have you do a worksheet that you're going to convert. And converting means just that. If I say, how many feet are in 24 inches? You would say, 12 inches is 1 foot. 24 inches must be 2 feet. So that's what we're going to work on here. So we're going to start today with with a joke, of course. So my first joke is this. Why was the baseball game so hot? Because all the fans left. How about this one? What do you call a story about a broken pencil? Pointless. And because I think you've probably heard that baseball one before, let's do a third. Why was the boy sitting on his watch? Because he wanted to be on time. All right, enough giggles for today. Let's get down to business. Relate inches, feet, and yards. So what you're showing on page 671 of your book is this. They're showing a desk. They're showing a door. They're showing that lovely toy box. So we've got the same objects that we've been measuring before. So let's take a look. The first one is the desk. So Mrs. Swin, if she was measuring a desk, I would first go ahead and I'm going to measure it in inches. And so I'm going to take my handy dandy tape measure, and I'm going to measure my desk over here. One moment. I really do have a little school desk here. It's from an old school. All right. If you take a look, it was, well, I guess I should do it so you can see it up here. 2 feet or 24 inches. So that's what I'm going to mark down on my book here. This particular desk was 24 inches. And if I take a look and convert that, converting means just changing it from one thing to another, from one unit of measurement to another. We have 24 inches equal 2 feet. Now I'm going to run over to Evie and Anders' toy box. I'm going to measure their toy box. Their toy box was 36 inches. So I'm going to put 36 inches here. Well, how many feet would 36 inches be? I know 12 inches is 1 foot. Double that, 24 inches is 2 feet. And let's see if I took 24, if I said 12 and 12 is 24, I'm going to add another 12, and guess what? That's 3 feet, 2, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3. So 36 inches, when you add them together, equal 3 feet. All right. Now I'm going to head over to the door. And I'm going to measure the door in feet, and then we'll convert it to inches. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So this door happens to be 6 feet. Wow, that's a lot. But I know that 6 feet would be the same as taking 12 and adding it simply 6 times. There's 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Phew! I need to add them all together. Well, let's skip count by 2. Are you ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Put down the 2, carry a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My friends, that door is 72 inches or 6 feet. So we've converted. You have done it. You have created the conversion of inches to feet. Let's go to the next page. On the next page, we have under guided practice, you can use different units of length to measure the same object. So I can look at this hockey stick and I can say, oh, that hockey stick is 48 inches long. Or if it's 48, I know 48, 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 is actually also 4 feet. Down below, they're showing 2 objects. It says find each object and measure the length of each object twice. They want you to first do it in feet, and then they want you to do it in yards. So we're going to do this. This desk, I'm going to say, is 3 feet. Well, we know that how many feet are in a yard. If you recall from yesterday, we said that 3 feet is 1 yard, or 36 inches. So we know that ahead of time. We know that this would be 1 yard. Now, Mrs. Swin's chalkboard here, we're going to pretend that this chalkboard is from really, really tall. So I'm going to make this 2 yards. Wow. Now they want to know how many feet. Well, I know there's 3 feet in 1 yard, but I've got 2 here. So I need to add 3 plus 3. And my friends all know 3 plus 3 is 6. Let's take a look at our math talk, or my talk math. If there are 12 inches in 1 foot and 3 feet in 1 yard, how many inches are there in 1 yard? And this is where you can go ahead and say and figure it out. 3 feet in a yard. 1 foot plus 2 feet plus 3 feet. If you add all of those together, skip count, 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3. You know your answer is 36 inches. Let's go to the next page. On the next page, they're again having us do some conversion. They want you to change it from feet to inches, or inches to feet, or it looks like feet into yards. So Mrs. Swin's going to help you out here. Again, we don't want to drive your parents crazy by measuring everything in your house. So how about if I give you the measurements and then you need to do the conversion? So we said Mrs. Swin's toy box here for her grandkids. Whoops, let's get a pencil. How about let's do orange? We haven't done orange for a while. Let's say that this is 3 feet. You're going to change this into inches. So over here, you need to know, you need to add 12 plus 12 plus 12. Or maybe some of my friends already know this because you've memorized it. Okay? 1 foot equals 12 inches, remember. You've got a notebook here. I'm going to tell you that this notebook in length is 12 inches. You figure out how many feet. Ooh, the bottom of that door. Well, I'm going to say it's I'm going to say it's 1 yard. They're saying yards, but that's only 1 yard. Cross off that S. Let's see what number 6 is. It looks to me like a toy that kids used to play with, called a teeter-totter. Let me make sure. I'm going to look in here. Yep, it's a little teeter-totter. Teeter-totter, back and forth, back and forth. It's a little fun little toy. So we're going to say that this is 2 yards. Actually, I'm going to say it's 3 yards because that's probably at least 3 yards across. The slide from this point to this point. Ooh, that's quite a bit. I'm going to say that would be, how many yards? Let's say it's 5 yards. All right. You need to figure out the other measurement on those. Last but not least is my computer here. Could actually do this. And I will say it is, all right, we're going to say it's, my computer is, let's make this more. Let's make this 24, because otherwise you're redoing, and I'd rather see you do different stuff. I like to challenge you because you can do it. So if it's 24 inches, how many feet would that be? Let's go to the next page on problem solving. On problem solving, we have Sheridan's scooter is 3 feet long. Sage's scooter is 38 inches long. Whose scooter is longer? Well, I need to convert both of these to the same unit of measurement, and we usually go with the smallest. So inches are smaller than feet. So here we've got 38 inches. I have to now convert 3 feet equal how many inches? Well, I know 3 feet from previously is a yard, and how many inches are in a yard? A lot of you might know it's already as 36 inches. But if you weren't sure, you would just add 12 and 12 plus 12, 3 feet. Okay? All of you can add 12 plus 12 plus 12, because then you know that this is 36. So then I have to answer the question. Well, let's see if it's going to let me do this here. I'm too close to the edge. I'm a teacher on the edge. So this was 36. So the question, though, that we needed to answer is, whose scooter is longer? And we know the scooter that's longer is Sage's, because it was 38 inches long. So you need to write the answer there. And if you want to explain it, you would simply do this. 38 is greater than 36. And then you write Sage. Number 10, the low diving board is 8 feet long. The high diving board is 4 yards long. The question is, how many feet longer is the high diving board than the low diving board? Again, we need to go ahead and we need to convert to the same units. So when you do this, you need to, first of all, what's smaller, feet or yards? Well, a foot is going to be smaller than a yard. So we need to change everything to this smaller unit. So we've got 8 feet here. Well, 4 yards, there's 3 feet in a yard. So if I have 3 feet in a yard, I'm going to have 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. 4 times we got here. And then I need to add these together. So in this case, 3 plus 3 is 6. And so I have a 6 here and a 6 here. 6 plus 6 is 12. So now I know the high diving board is 4 yards or 12 feet. So let's see what my question is again. How many feet longer is the high diving board than the low diving board? Well, if I'm trying to find out how much longer something is, I know I use operation subtraction. So I need to do 12 minus 8 equals how many feet longer. So I'm going to go ahead and let you do the subtraction and put the answer there. On Brain Builders, we have number 11. The green bike is 1 yard longer. The green bike is 1 yard long. Okay, that's going to be important. Green, 1 yard long. The yellow bike is 38 inches. Which bike is shorter? All right. Well, let's first get the same measurements. Again, I have yards and I have inches. Well, I certainly have to convert everything to inches then, because that's smaller. So I'm comparing 38 inches, and I have to say, is it 38 inches smaller or larger than 1 yard? Well, back on our smart board, it showed me that 36 inches equal 1 yard. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to compare 38 to 36. And my friends, I know then 38 is greater. So which bike is shorter? The bike that's 1 yard, the green bike. All right, we don't have to do this today, but let's go on to your homework and see what it looks like. It says measure each object. Measure the length of each object twice in yards and in feet. I'm going to help you out with this one. Again, I think it's too difficult to try to find measurements, and all of you will be different. Let's keep us together. Right now, I'm going to tell you this lovely couch is 9 feet. Whoops. So I want you to write 9 feet on your measurement here, and then you're going to tell me how many yards that is. Your bed. Ooh, that's good. Let's go with the bed being 2 yards. How about this table here? I'm going to say that table is I'm going to say it's 24 inches. You tell me how many feet. Let's go on to the next page and see what they've got for you. On the next page on your homework, it looks like to me a sandbox, and they want to know the width there. Let's say that's, whoops, Mrs. Swint, get that pen. Let's say that's 2 feet. You tell me how many inches it is. And on my refrigerator that's right here, I'm looking at it about eye to eye. So I'm going to say it's maybe we're going to change it a little bit. I'm going to make it a little taller. So we're going to call it 6 feet is how many yards. So remember your measurement. On your paper, let me go back a second. I want you to write some measurements so you don't have to keep asking your parents. I want you to write this right now. I want you to write 12 inches equal 1 foot. Okay, you don't have to write this one. I want you to write 36 inches equal 3 feet or 1 yard. So put that down, because if you've got that little clue, and you can freeze me right now to do this, you're going to do fine on this homework. So my friends, you have a great day. And tomorrow you're actually going to be doing a subtraction and an addition paper using 3-digit numbers or 2-digit numbers for the subtraction. I want to make sure we haven't forgotten how to regroup and how to do those type of things. So we're going to go ahead and work on that on Friday. So have a great day. Have a great weekend. Take care, kids.